Aryan Khan is looking out for you. And I'm like, why would he look out for me? I'm not relevant. I don't have a market. मतलब 20 साल से मैं
Yeah.
दिखा नहीं हूँ. Why is he going to look out? But I was, even when I went for the first time to Mannat, I was like a child excited. कि you're going to Mannat? It is like actually
Right.
Jannat. So when he saw me over there, he's like, what are you doing here? I said, sir, आपके टीम ने बुलाया. There's a role. Then he was like, wait. Then he found from the assistant what they were calling me for. He's like, no, you're not going to do this. And he's a good actor. Nobody knows. I know Aryan has performed with me and he's a very good actor.
So far amazing.
अब पहचाना पूरे वक्त के
यही था
बाद.
वो जिसको देखा हुआ लग रहा है. So we wanted to know, like, आपका reaction क्या था when you actually, bagged the series in the first place? Like, when it came to you, like, can you take us through it?
Speechless, firstly, because like I've been saying in all my interviews, I've been looking out for work, looking out to make a comeback, looking out for an opportunity for the last 20 years.
Yes.
And then imagine I've been knocking on people's doors to give me work,
True.
but somebody was knocking on my door, okay, we want to cast you. So you can imagine how overwhelming that would be. It was unbelievable that when I got a call in Canada through a friend that Aryan Khan is looking out for you. And I'm like, why would he look out for me? I'm not relevant. I don't have a market. मतलब 20 साल से मैं
Yeah.
दिखा नहीं हूँ. Why is he going to look out? But I'm like super excited because SRK's son. And probably he was a child when he's seen my work, like Koi Mil Gaya, Jani Dushman, International Khiladi.
Yes. Yes.
And a lot of, I mean, I've done around, I would say 40, 50 films in my short span that I worked in the industry.
Correct.
And in 2023, 22 December 21st, I get to meet Aryan. I went to Red
Right.
Chilli's office, and I was like when I was entering the building,
Yeah.
I was like, wow, you're gonna Shah Rukh's office because you feel that is how do I call Shah Rukh's office or Shah Rukh's house also for that matter?
Yeah, like his
You
abode.
feel very fortunate
True.
that forget about getting work or not. The fact that you're getting an opportunity to enter the office building
Yeah.
or the house, because I've entered both and I know my feeling. Even when I went for the first time to Mannat, I was like a child excited. You go to Mannat, it is like actually
Right.
Jannat. it is not Mannat,
Very,
it is
yeah,
Jannat,
nice way
because
of saying that,
it
yeah.
is like a Buckingham Palace. It was for me. I was inside Mannat and I was like a baby. I was so excited because all our cast and crew members. That was the
Right.
first day when there was a viewing on Aryan's trailer.
Yeah, yeah.
It was a private viewing only for friends and family and some technicians. So that's first day I went to Mannat. But on 21st December 2022, gratitude, because I still every time, even prior to when during the making of the show, and when I met Aryan also, and I been telling him since then, I feel very blessed and fortunate that I'm going to be a part of your universe because it's your first venture, beta. And you know, me being a part, chota ho ya bada ho, just the fact that I'm being a part of your first venture meant the world to me. Yeah.
Right, right. So speaking of Aryan Khan, I mean, did you ever think, like somewhere down the line that you would, make a comeback in Aryan Khan's directorial debut? Like,
I'm telling you now, 20 years I've been knocking on doors. Please give me an opportunity to make a comeback. So there were
yeah.
people meeting me, we were willing to, considering, but unfortunately, it did not work out. Even with actors, I would go meet Bhai also. And Bhai was very sweet. Salman Bhai was very sweet. He's like, no. He got to know that his production team had called me for Radhe. When he saw me over there, he's like, what are you doing here? I said, sir, आपके team ने बुलाया, there's a role. Then he was like, wait. Then he found from the assistant what they were calling me for. He's like, no, you're not going to do this. I'm going to give you something better. You're not doing this. And it was very sweet of him because people don't do that usually in the industry. You know, it was out of love and affection, he told me, "You're not doing this kind of a role. I'll give you something better." ठीक है, he will do something for me. I know, because his family, Salim Saab and my father, they're like from that era. He knows. Uh, I'm third generation film family. My grandfather was iconic. My father was iconic in the industry as filmmakers. So Salman Bhai knows that, and he has a lot of regards and love and things for that, and that's what made him stop also. Okay, Rajat's not going to do something like that. I'll give him something better. ठीक है? And I'm glad that didn't work out. I'm glad nothing worked out, because Aryan's show was meant to be, and that's worked out beautifully. Like, I feel blessed. Not only for me, I think my whole family is launched in this show. And it is a fact. My family is launched in the show, meaning not that they were looking out for this, but because of the show, and I've come back, and my family's been exposed, and now my daughter, son have become crushes for the whole world.
Yeah, yeah.
So I feel very fortunate and blessed. No doubt about that.
True, true. So, if you had to describe your journey, like, from Koi Mil Gaya or, Jani Dushman, and, till the series Bads of Bollywood, how would you describe it? How would Raja describe it?
So, listen, I've had, overall, if I say, it has been a beautiful journey. I've had beautiful experiences. I've had very difficult times in my journey. If I reflect behind, it's been a tough journey also. But it's been beautiful in a way. I've grown up. My children have grown up in Canada. I've been there. I've had good and bad experiences over there. But I've been very blessed, because I have always had support from my family and my closest friends.
Yeah.
In fact, this luxurious house you're seeing is my best friend's house. So they've always been their hand, meaning whoever's been close to me has always held my hand and not allowed me to fall, which mattered the most in my life. Whatever kind of work I do, I mean, it's my thing also. I'm a little entrepreneurial. I like doing different things and not depending on one line of work only. So I guess somehow I have survived and been relevant. I've tried to do production activities also, and I still do some production activities. I have a production company called Triflix, along with my sister and brother. And we try to make television to films or something or the other. But meanwhile, I was looking for an opportunity to get a breakthrough, to come back into the industry. And fortunately, it did not happen. I wouldn't say unfortunately, because if that would have happened, then Aryan show wouldn't have happened. The fact that I was not relevant and not around for so long,
Right.
I think that was a USP also, and that fit very well with what Aryan conceived, because he was making a show based on Bollywood and
Yeah.
on actors. And I was a unique piece because
Relatable, yeah.
I actually have lived what the character is.
Yeah, the journey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's come out beautifully.
Yes, yes. So many fans and audiences say that, they've grown up watching your films, and, now they're getting that opportunity to see you in this latest series.
Yeah.
So they have this, notion that, you finally got your undue credit,
Yeah.
after all these years. So what is your take on that?
No, I feel very blessed that my past work, whatever I've done, they've enjoyed it. But I never saw that recognition that time when I did my work, but not being around for 20 years, and they were all looking out for me. Where is this boy suddenly disappeared? He used to, because I've done 50 odd films, so I was here and there sometime or the other in front of the audience. And 20 years not doing a Bollywood film or a series or even for that matter television, I did not touch, and suddenly coming out, and now they are getting nostalgia about all the roles that I've played, because they're connecting it with the bads. I think it's very overwhelming, and I feel very blessed, because I never got this kind of attention or love or praise for my work, but now I'm getting the love, attention, and praise not only from the audience, mind you, I'm getting it from my very close industry people, from the directors, technicians. They're all like, how did you pull this character off? Because the character has various kind of variations, from being an angry man to playing comic, to playing sad, to playing different arcs, and the industry's never seen me pull off a comic role. I feel so blessed that lately I just got an offer from um, a big maker, and when I went to meet him, and he was, nobody knew you could pull off comedy. How did you do that? I was like, Sala, I'm a baby inside. You see this big, long, 6'3" footer, but inside he's a child, and I'm funny that way because my house, my wife, my children, they're like, Papa, grow up, Papa, grow up. So it's constantly like that. But there's a little baby inside me, and I can do funny roles. So I was very fortunate that Aryan allowed me to do what I want. So I would give a lot of credit to Aryan, because Aryan would call me to the office before any scenes would be. We would jam on the scenes, right? So I would prepare कि मैं ऐसे करता हूँ, and he would like it. Then he said, "Sir, ये भी करो. मैं भी आपको कुछ दिखा रहा हूँ. ये भी करो." So he would act it and show me. कि सर ऐसे करेंगे तो भी अच्छा लगेगा. तो then he would say, हम दोनों तीनों ले लेंगे. दोनों तीनों variations ले लेंगे. I said ले लो दोनों तीनों. इसे मैं edit पे देखूंगा मेरे को क्या पसंद है. But I like what you're doing here also. Do this also. So we would do different ways of performances. He would tell me, and he's a good actor. Nobody knows. I know Aryan has performed with me, and he's a very good actor. हाँ.
सर हमारा लास्ट क्वेश्चन ये है, बेट्स ऑफ बॉलीवुड पे जो कंट्रोवर्सी चल रही है, समीर वानखेड़े जी ने एक्शन लिया इस पे, सर क्या कहना चाहेंगे आप?
सर देखो, समीर जी represents the government, और आर्यन हमारे घर का बच्चा है, but I would not say anything. ये है कि गवर्नमेंट अपना काम कर रही है, but at the same time आर्यन बच्चा है, मतलब he's just growing up. जो भी हुआ, he's gone through a tough phase. मेरे पास कुछ ज़्यादा कमेंट्स नहीं है, मैं कुछ बोलने लायक नहीं हूँ इसमें, but I think somewhere थोड़ा सा उस बच्चे के ऊपर हार्ड चीज़ें गुजर, what he's gone through has been very hard and tough, and I think it shouldn't have happened that way, but that's about it. I don't want to have any more comments on it.